Okay. Oh, sorry. So please confirm if you can hear me properly and if you can see my screen. Okay. So today we're going to do something very, very, very important. Very important. So I'm going to show you. It's about chapter 11, IPv4, IP addressing. So I'll try to make it very short, very nice for you, because if you go in, then after that you can go in EtherCAD to check more info. So what is IPv4? So we learned about what is a subnet mask, and you have a video that you can also watch many times. We'll do it. We'll go through it now. We'll try to check all these things. Unicast, broadcast, multicast, with different type of IPv4. We have 3 classes, class A, B, C, 3 that are the most used. And who assign IP addresses in the world? We have companies like LACNIC. For Africa, it's Afrinic, APNIC, America NIC, Europe NIC, or what. So I'll try to make it very simple for you, so that when you go in EtherCAD, it will be very easy to understand. You also have a video about what is subnetting, another video with subnetting, very good one, and we have some packet tracer around. So I'll try to make it very simple for you. So let's start. If I go in here, CCNA1, and go to the notes. So we did all of these things, the cabling, the switch, how to configure the switch. So on the 26th, will take 2 hours. If you have issues with your laptops, please bring them with your charger. I'm going to help you to fix them. And we're going to study a lot on the 26th, 2 hours or 3 hours. We'll do a lot of stuff. The different type of user of mode. I'll say CLI mode. So we have a user mode, the privilege mode, the global config mode. All this stuff. You know how to configure device name, the banner. You know how to save your configuration. You know how to verify some stuff also. So anytime you see my screen, you can copy my screen. You copy it, you open Microsoft Word document, and you paste. If you want me to bring it back for you to copy, let me know, and I will do it for you. You know how to configure the 3 types of password. You know how to encrypt all the passwords. You know how to configure a switch virtual interface for the switch. You know how the network is organized in layers. With OSI, we have 7 layers: physical layer, data link, network, transport, session. So we started with physical, we started with data link. Now we are busy with the network. In the network, we deal with the router and IP addresses. So it's what we are doing now, the network layer. This one I'll try to send to you. It's the physical layer, anything relating to cabling, data link layer, anything related to the switch and frames, MAC addresses, network layer, anything related to the router, and we talk about frame, and we talk about packets, and anything related to IP addresses. It's what we are doing. Then transport layer, session, presentation, and application. We'll do them chapter 12 to 14. Yeah, so you know a lot already, I think. Now we're going to do IP addresses. Let me check if I can find something for you. Anytime you have questions, please unmute yourself, tell us your name, ask your question. If you're struggling with something, we have a WhatsApp group, or you can WhatsApp me directly and I'll help you. Okay, what are we doing? So the table, the conversions, you know, hexadecimal, binary, decimal, you know. And what else? Network layer. So we'll study a router a bit later inside the component of a router. I'll buy one and we can do it together. I'm checking if I have IP addressing here. Okay. Okay, so IP addresses. I'll put a quick summary here. IP address, IP IP address, quick summary. So in IP address, what you should know, the definition. So what is an IP address? I'm going to put it in blank definition. An IP address, it's like your cell phone number. It's to identify you, like you have a passport to identify you. You have a ID if you're South African ID to identify you. So an IP address is also a number to identify a host, to identify a PC. So here, for example, if you have such network, everything should be identified. This PC need to be identified. You need an IP address. If you have a router, each interface need to be identified. So the IP address is to identify, is used to identify. It's a number used to identify a device or interface. Why is it too big? So the IP address is used to identify something. Now, the structure, an example of IP address. It's something like 192.168.20.10. So this is an example of IP address. Then we have 3 classes of IP addresses. So we have class A, we have class B, we have class C, the most used. So all IP addresses are organized. It's like the passport. We have a lot of passports, but we have passport per country. If Christina comes with an Angolan passport, you say, this lady, she has a passport, but she comes from Angola. If Esther comes or Sangani comes with a passport, they have a DRC passport, they come from DRC. So any IP address will be identified. Same thing for the cell phones. Cell phone number. We have a number belonging to Celsi or to Vodacom or to MTN. IP addresses also are classified. So this 1 and 126. The first block or octet starts between 0 to 126. If you have a class B, the first block, when you talk about first block, is this first number here. So we see that we have 4 blocks, 192.168, the second block, the third block, and the last block, the fourth block. So if I ask you a question, this number, is it class A? Yes or no? What are you going to say?
Which number, sir? Sorry, sir.
This one, 198.16. Yeah, this one. Is it a class A or a class?
The class B.
Why? No. So why it's not a class A? Why it's not a class A?
Because I've learned that the class A starts with 128.
No.
No.
No. So, and please, can you read this one? So if you see an IP address, you check the first block. This one, you see, 192. We say class A, the first block start between 0 and 126. Is this one part of this one? No. So this one is not a class A. We're going to do for class B, for example, between 1 to 8 to, I think, 2 to 3. No? And let me check down here. Yeah, 2 to 3. And now we have a class C. The first block starts 2 to 4. And 192, 2 to 3. So let me double check properly. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we classify IP addresses. So, Sangani, if we ask you a question, this IP address, is it class A, class B, or class C?
It's class C.
Why do you say it's class C?
Because the first block starts with 192.
Very good. So to identify a class, we check with the first block. If this number is between 0 and 126, it's a class A. If this number is between 128 and 199, it's a class B. If this number, the first block, is between 192 and 223, is a class C. Thank you very much. So I'm going to give you some IP addresses and you tell me which class are they. So if I say 68.78.100.100, then you have 177. Okay, so if you have such addresses, Christina, which the first one, the last one, this address, is it class A, B, or C? Christina?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This one, I can't see. Sorry. Okay. This one is a class B. Wait,
This one, a class B.
no, it's not a class B. It's a C.
Why you say it's C? Why?
I say C because of the first block is a 192, and then here's a 19.
Very good. So this one, you check the first block, 199, it's between here, you see? So this one is a
Yes.
class C. Class C. Very good. Denise, the second one, is it class A, B, or C?
I think it's class B because
Why?
the first block it's less than 192, so it's between
Okay.
one.
Yes, good. So you take the first block, 177, it's between this range, you see. Very good. So this one is a class B. Esther, this one,
Yes, sir.
is it a class A, B, C, D?
Yes, I'm just learning, sir.
Okay. So Sangani, can you help her?
It's a class A
Why?
because the first block starts with 68.
And 68 falls between this range, you see. Very good. So it's very important to know this already. Class A, class B, class C. So now that you know the classes, it's fine. That's good. Now, are we going to talk about subnet mask? No, no, no. Okay, let me check. Before subnet mask, okay. Public addresses versus private addresses. So a public IP is used to go to the internet. It is routable. It means the router, the network devices can use it to forward your packets. It's routable. Private, if you want, you can copy my screen. Or anyway, I'll post on YouTube also. You can watch there and copy there. Then we have private IP are not used for internet, but for demo or for labs. Or inside a company. So this is, so you know the definition of IP, it's a number. Then you have some examples. You know the classes of IP addresses, class A, class B, class C. Now we have something called public address and private address. Public address is used to go to the internet. We say it's routable. It's a public. Private, we don't use to go to internet. So I'm going to show you a table So here I say it's public. Public IP addresses a class. So if you have a class A, if you see a IP, no, I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm going to make it. It's this one. Just wait. I'm trying to make it very simple for you. It's not this one. Here was an example. Yeah, it's more this one. Oh, what's that? I didn't copy out. No. Sorry, guys. So this IP, you see here, private IP addresses. For class A, if you see an IP starting from 10, anything starting from 10, for a class A, we cannot use it to assign to a PC to go to the internet. You can use it to play around in a classroom or in a company. But if you want a PC to go to the internet, for a class A, you must not use an IP starting from 10. For a class B, private IP address for class B, if you see IP addresses starting from 172.16 till 172.31, this range of IP addresses are private IP for class B. We cannot use them to go to the internet. And if for class C, private IP for class C, any number starting from 192.168 until 192.168 to 252. It means for class C, any number starting from 192.160, we cannot use them to go to internet. We use them for labs, for demo, or in a company. Let me open NetAcad. Okay, I'm in, so that I can show you. So it's very simple. I'll try to make it very clean, simple for you, so that no, it's not this one. Try to make it very simple for you guys. So let's wait and see. So chapter 11, IP addressing, type of IP address, public and private. Yeah, so you see. Let me copy that. I think this one is much better. Let me copy here. And I paste for you. I paste here. Yep. And this one also I can copy and paste here. So it means for class A, any IP address starting from 10, it's a private. You cannot use to go to the internet. For class B, any address from 172.16, 172.17, 172.20 until 172.31, all these range of IP addresses are class B, you cannot assign to go to the internet. And for class C, any IP addresses starting from 168, 192.168 cannot go to the internet. Okay, so step by step, you know the definition of IP address. You know an example of IP. You know the three classes depending on the first block. Now you also know the difference between a public and private IP address. Now there is something else called subnet mask. Subnet mask. Are you still there? Are you still okay? Any questions? Okay, good, good. Thank you very much. Good, Christina, good. Okay, now we're going to do something very important called a subnet mask. CCNA is become a network engineer. So it's like you're a medical doctor. You know a lot of stuff. We pay you very well. That's why we learn a lot of stuff. And the same course we're doing, the same in America, in Europe, everywhere in this one. It's from Cisco. I even have some friends from Angola. And DRC, they wanted me to open there. I say, guys, I don't know anyone there, so I cannot. You see, people, they need such courses, but there is no one to teach. Okay, now there is something called subnet mask. Very, very, very important. Okay, let me check what I did before, and I okay. I'm going to copy this guy, and I'm going to copy this guy, go on top, and paste the definition. I'm trying to make it very clean, simple for you. Then I go down again. Copy. That no. Come down here. Then I paste here. So what is a subnet mask? Example 192.168.10.20.255.255.255.0. So see, this is an IP. So always when you have an IP address like this, it always comes with a subnet mask. Always. You cannot get an IP address alone like that. No. We always need to add a subnet mask. So now this guy, a subnet mask, what is it? A subnet mask is used to determine the network and host portion. When an IP address is assigned to a device, the subnet mask is used to determine the network address where the device belongs to. Okay, let me take. Let me make it simple. So when an IP address is assigned to a device, the subnet mask is used to determine the network address, the network where the device belongs to. So this is an example here. So we have 192.168, and this is the subnet mask. And this one will help us to know this IP belongs to which network. So we didn't say class. This one is a class B. In the class C, it's fine. Now we're talking about network or a class. So let's say, for example, at Scalabrini, where we do our, or let's say your bedroom. So you have only one bedroom. If you divide your bedroom in four small sections, and you're renting them, how are you going to know these tenants belong to small room 1 or small room 2 or small room 3 or small room 4? So if someone you put, let's say, Tanya in small room 1, so you will say Tanya and you add small room 1. So let me write here for you. Tanya, small room 1. So Tanya is the IP address, and small room 1 is the subnet mask. So this one will say, okay, will identify this guy belong to which smaller room. You see. So you cannot say Tanya only. You say Tanya, smaller room 1. So that when you see smaller room 1, okay, Tanya belong to smaller room 1. If you put James, you have a tenant, his name is James. How will you know that James belong to smaller room 2? You need to add a subnet mask, smaller room 2. So this one is called the subnet mask. It will help us to identify or to know James. It belongs to which smaller room. So it will be same thing for here. you have an IP and you have a subnet mask. The subnet mask will help us to identify this IP belong to which smaller room. You see. Now there is something called default subnet mask per class. What does it mean? If you have a class C, if you have a class A, because the IP has 4 blocks, you see 4 blocks, 192.168.20.10.20, you have 4 blocks now. So if you take a class A, first block, second block. So for class A, it said the first block will never change. It's class A, this is the rule. So this one is a rule. Then, because the network never changed, you put all of them all 1. So how many ones do we have? We have 8 ones. 8 ones or /8 or 255s. Example, A. So we have, for example, 20.10.3.46. You see, /8 or so all these ones. So we did the conversions now. So the table and to see 128, 128, 64, 32, all this stuff. If you convert them, this decimal, if you convert in binary, this binary, if you convert in decimal, it will be 255. 255.0.0.0. So if you have a class A IP address, the default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0 or this IP /8. So if you see /8, it means I have 8 ones. No worries. The first time when you see, hey, it's difficult. No, nothing is difficult in life. Me, this is what I know. Nothing is difficult. Number one, you must like what you want to do. If you like it, then you'll have strength to overcome any challenges. Number two, get used to it. If I want to learn Portuguese, I must like Portuguese. If I don't like, it will be difficult for me to speak, to learn and to speak. But if I like, that's good already. So you guys, you like IT, you like CCNA, that's very good already. Number two, you must get used to. So the first time, it can be strange, but we'll get used to. We'll do that for 6 months. So no worries. And in any IT company you go, this is what we do. So step by step, we'll do it. If you have a class B address, the first 2 blocks never change. It's for the network. Then we replace them by all ones. See 111 and 111. How many ones do we have in total? We have 16. That's why for a class B, we can say /16. Or if you convert all these binary in decimal, it's 255, 255.0.0. I'm going to put an example here. After this one, we take only a 5-minute break. I want to drink a bit of water. You too, you can check. You have a look. You can also check this one. A class B, we can say, for example, 130.1.7. 7.90.90/16. So any class B address will come with a /16 as subnet mask, default subnet mask, or the same address and subnet mask, default subnet mask 255.255.0.0. Oh, no. Mhm. Listen. So any address, any class B address, the first two blocks will never change. The first two, for example. So if you have an exercise with the first two blocks won't change. So it means the first two blocks is for the network. So NN, it will represent the network, and anything else are the host. We're going to do an example later. For a class A, the first block will represent the network, and anything else will represent the host. I can assign to a host. For a class C, so a class B, it will be /16. It means I have 16 ones. Or if I convert these 16 ones in decimal, it's 255. And if you have a class C address, the first three blocks will represent the network. It means it will never change. We put them all once. And if you convert it binary in decimal, it will be 255. So an example of class C. So this lesson we are doing now is very important. That's why I told people, please don't miss class C. If you have 192, why this one is big like that? 14. 192.168.100.30/24. It means we have 24 ones. Or if you convert them in decimal, it will be 255. So any IP address will come with such thing. 255.255.255.0. That's 0. Oh. Okay, it seems like it's too big. I'm going to put 12. Yeah. So this is something we'll do. Okay, so have a look. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I just want to drink a bit of water. I'll mute myself for now, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Any questions? We continue now. So no worries, we'll get used to. We'll do a lot of exercise, and I'll try to make very simple for you. For example, this is an example of IPv4 for class C. It's started with 192.168.10.10. Because it's a class C, the first three blocks they don't change. It will represent the network, and anything else later you can assign to PCs like 192.168.10.1.2.3.5. You see, so these three blocks doesn't change. Anything else can change. Then if you see a IP, if they all have this one, it means they all belong to the same smaller room, in the same class, or in the same network. So what else I can explain? So a DHCP, so how to assign IP address to something, to let me show you. If I open physical config, okay, I'm going to close this guy, no. And I'm going to open packet tracer. I'm going to close this, close this. So if I open my packet tracer, sorry. If I open my packet tracer, it's hanging now. You can assign IP, or what's that? No. Packet tracer. It's called packet tracer. So now, how to assign IPs? So we did subnet mask. Now, how to assign IP addresses? You can 192.168.10.10, or you can get it automatically via a device called a DHCP server. Sorry, I put it here. Where am I? It's my laptop is freezing a bit. Okay. A few seconds. Okay. How to assign IP addresses manually, automatically via a DHCP server. Okay, let's wait a bit. My laptop isn't. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's wait a bit. So manually, it means, so if you go to a shop and you buy your SIM card, and you need, you can have a choice yourself, you give your own number, or Vodacom will, or Telecom or MTN will automatically send you a number. So it's the same thing in IT. Sorry, and my laptop is still freezing. So you can get a IP manually yourself, you type, or you can get via DSTP. I'm waiting for the laptop to get correct and restart. Oh, this guy is freezing. He's freezing. Control Alt Delete. Task Manager. Oh. Okay. Oh. I will just remove this. Hey. Why is freezing? Okay. Okay, guys, my laptop is freezing. I'm going to restart. Huh? So I'm going to stop the recording to record at least what we did, and I'll contact you in 5 minutes. Huh? So in 5 minutes, I'll send you a new Teams link, Meet link. See you now.